My goal is to build the world's best youth academy, but I gotta do it by hiring one-star scouts. These scouts literally have no experience or judgment. They're probably gonna bring us Sunday league level players, but let's see if we can somehow find some amazing youth talents and build a squad that can win the Champions League. Alright boys, we're doing this one with Wrexham. We've literally put them in the 4th division of English football, and our goal is to rise up to the Premier League, potentially win it, and go on to win the Champions League. All with just having youth academy players in the team. All these players that you see that we have right now, they'll all be gone over this next season, and that's right, just one season. We need to replace our entire squad with youth academy players, and we've got to do it with just one-star scouts. We've already got a one-star scout at the club, Gabriel Watson. He looks like an absolute fraud, and let's hire some more one-star scouts. There you go. This is awful, but there you go. We've got the squad, the one-star scouts that are going to find us players. I guess we should just straight away get into work and start replacing our first team. So we're going to send Gabriel Watson. Where do we send him? I think we'll send one scout for the first 3 months to England. Hopefully he can bring us some decent players. By the way, the clock is ticking. We've just got one season, so we need to make the most of it to try and get the best players into our team. But yeah, it's not going to be easy. The pressure's on. Where do I now send our second scout? I'm thinking I would regret not sending a scout to Brazil, so we're doing that. And I think I want to send a scout to France, because these are countries we're likely to get good players from. Our immediate job is to start replacing this team as soon as possible and get some youth academy players in. Oh man, we already have our first monthly scouting report from our one-star scouts, and I'm excited. Oh boy, this guy's only got us 2 players. This is absolutely horrendous. But oh, George Stanley is at least looking somewhat decent. 425,000 is his value. That ain't too bad. Our first academy prospect that we're signing, George Stanley, welcome to the club. But I'll tell you this, one-star scouts, they're absolutely terrible. I'm not going to reject any player, because you never know when we might need them. Moving on with a scout we sent to Brazil. Oh my god, look at how bad this kid is. Miguel Andrade, 34 to 46 overall. Are you joking? And this guy looks horrendous as well. Oh man, I really think we're going to be up against it for this challenge, but okay. Leon Jean, or Jean, however you want to say the Frenchman's name, but that's a player I think we gotta sign. Guys, if I'm being honest with y'all, I did not expect to find a couple of academy prospects literally from our first scouting project. This is a very good sign. George Stanley looking like a semi-decent left winger. Leon Jean ain't looking too bad either. This is just the start. By the end of the season, we need to have at least 22 amazing academy products that we can somehow grow into a Champions League winning team. Oh, and just so you know, by the end of the first season, we need to release our entire Wrexham squad. So by then, we better fill up our youth academy. Okay, this is good. We now have our second youth scouting report, and let's see what we can get. The scout we sent to England, Gabriel Watson, I can see why he's a bit of a fraud, guys, because none of these players impress me all that much. Look at this. This kid's value is 90,000. Nah, it ain't it. But guys, we can't really afford to be picky, so I'm unsure, but we'll keep scouting these guys. Come on, let's see if we can get a decent Brazilian, but it's not looking so good. These are all terrible. Guys, this guy's name is literally Leonard Leonard. Yeah, that's hilarious, but he's clearly not good enough. We couldn't get a single player from our second scouting report. I told you this was going to be tough. This guy's is already our 3rd scouting report, man. If we don't find some players here, I think we're going to be in trouble. You know what? This is bad. The English scout is getting us absolutely no one. I think I have no choice but to sign Charles Sutton. At least he can be maybe a backup keeper for us. We're adding him in. The rest, I'm going to take a chance and try and look for someone better. That is definitely more like it. Elliot Antoine, Frenchman, 275,000 value. We need him. We need players like him. We're signing him up. Just the Brazilian scouting project that's left, but this is probably the worst one, because yeah, literally no one looks any good. First 3 months of scouting, and all we could find was a goalkeeper, right back, left wing, and center forward. That's a bit embarrassing. We probably have just, what, 9 months left, and we've got to be quick and got to get some more talents. I think a lot's going to depend on where we send our scouts. I think Gabriel Watson, we're going to move away from England, and I don't know why. I think we could get someone good from Sweden. Second scout, I'm going to send to Argentina, because why not? And our final scout, let's go back to Europe and maybe go for Germany. And hopefully this time around, we can get some more amazing players, because we're on 4, probably need 22, and in different positions to have a squad. I'll tell you this, boys, though, the difference in players you get from scouting, oh man, it's huge. One-star scouts are literally useless. I really don't know how we're going to get to a Champions League final. Okay, guys, this is where things are getting really bad for us, because now the scouts are coming back with absolutely trash players. Their potentials don't even reach 80. Oh my days, what are we gonna do with them? I'm not gonna reject them, because you never know. I might need to start just signing these randos. Like, look at this guy, Santi Quiroga. Bro, you're terrible. Oh man, what have we gotten ourselves into, boys? Okay, finally someone decent. We'll just sign him up. He's a goalkeeper, that's fine. But this is bad. This is getting really bad. We're now 4 months into scouting, and we literally have just 5 players. Time is running out, guys. We need a good month where we can chuck in 3-4 players in. And I'm hoping that's the next month. This is it, guys. The moment of truth. Can we get some good players from the academy? I genuinely want to cry. What on earth is actually happening here? This is bad. The scout we sent to Sweden, he's got us absolutely no one. The scout we sent to Argentina, pretty much the same thing. The scout we sent to Germany, oh, okay, but it's a keeper. We'll still sign him, because, yeah, but we literally can't find good players coming in. Do you know what? I'm going to sim another month in these countries and see who we get. If we don't get anyone good, I think we're just going to have to sign these players in. Because remember, if we reach the end of the season without our youth academy complete, we've got to release our entire Wrexham team. We won't have a big enough squad. We instantly fail the challenge. You know what, guys? This is getting terrible. Halfway through, I think I'm taking some players that I feel are okay. Don Nicola, we're bringing him in. But yeah, the rest of these guys are just awful, man. Okay, by the looks of it, Daniel Blomqvist, at least he's worth something remotely. We'll sign him up too. You know what? We'll bring in Pal Gustafsson as well from Sweden, because we need players. We need players. We'll bring in Jan Ali and see what we can do. From Argentina, do we get anyone decent? Hernan Nieto, finally. A player with a bit of ridiculous potential. That is honestly what we needed. Let's go, boys. Of course I'm going to sign him up. No one else looks all that good, but... oh, okay. This kid looks nice. We'll sign him up too. 6 months of dealing with these absolute useless scouts. It's honestly aged me by at least 2 to 3 years. But hey, we just started signing anyone we could find, and you know what? It isn't too bad. Let's just ignore, like, our striker is going to be 41 rated. But hey, we've got a few good players. George Stanley is literally going to be a club legend. But yeah, one thing I noticed is our attack's looking good. We need to start focusing a bit on the backside, you know? And guys, let's not forget, we're already in January. We better speed things up. Okay, I think I'm going to definitely send our scout to England. And this time I'm going to do defensive-minded, so we can get some defensive players into the team. I don't know if they'll be good, but let's try that. And I'm going to send our second scout to Spain, where maybe we can get some midfielders, some playmakers. And I'm going to send a scout to Croatia, maybe the next Luka Modric, someone. And I'll just do any and see what we get. So let's see. We need some good players coming in. The moment of truth, guys, a new scouting report. And okay, Joseph Moore, we'll take that. We literally selected defensive-minded. And why did we get, like, maybe an attacking player? I don't get it. This is why we can't really depend on a 1-star scout. But anyways, we'll sign him. This dude, no. I don't think so. Guys, the scout we sent to Croatia, I don't know, did he just go for a vacation there? Like, bro, you literally just got me 1 player. What is this? This is getting really bad, guys. The scout we sent to Spain, well, at least this guy's name is Xavi. Maybe I guess I'll sign him because of that. Why not? Xavi Vidal will get you in. You know what, guys? I'm really worried that we won't be able to fulfill a squad. So I think from now until the end of the season, I'm just signing whoever that pops up. Oh, wait, guys, we've actually reached a point where our youth academy is completely full. We're gonna have to start promoting players in. And there you go. We're promoting some of the players in to hopefully add more into the academy. And so finally, after about 8 months, we've implemented our first set of academy players into the team. We've got George Stanley at left wing, Blomqvist at cam, and Jean or Jean, however you want to say his name, at right wing. We've even got their backup options sorted, so at least we're looking good for these positions. But yeah, the overalls are not impressive. And well, a 1-star scout found them, so yeah, we can't complain. But now that we've freed up some space in the academy, we can bring in some players, and these are 2 that really look good with their potential. We're gonna sign them both up. Finally, a couple of players to add in. And oh my god, we finally got, I think, one of our best academy players, Mika Dragovic. Let's go, 71 and 94 potential. Our luck is absolutely turning around. And just as I say that, we get an absolute fraud as well. This is the final scout report from this project to Spain and everything, and it's not looking good, man. Like, we're not getting any good players in here. Just one player each. Like, what is that? Let's just look at the positives, guys. We've at least got a few positions sorted. Like, of course, the striker one. We've got a couple of strikers. We can now promote them. Couple of defenders as well that we can promote. Left back too. Right back as well. The truth is, guys, we almost have a full first team of just academy players now. They're not that good. But yeah, at least we're on track to building a squad because we need to have a team by the end of the season. We've got a decent bench as well with 4 academy players. But we really need our final scouting project to be a big hit. If it isn't, oh boy, we're in trouble. I don't think England has really been good for us. So I think I'm thinking, let's go France. I think we can get some good French talent. And we're once again lacking in the defensive space. So actually, if we do physically strong, we can get some defenders that way. Let's see. Next scout, I'm thinking, let's go Netherlands. Netherlands is something we haven't scouted this season. We'll just keep it any for Netherlands. And the final scout, I'm thinking we haven't gone to, of course, the Africa. So let's find a good player from Ghana. Everything literally rests on these 1-star scouts to bring us somewhat decent players because this is the final round of scouting we're allowed. This is it, guys. Round 1 of our final scouting report from Ghana. This guy's got good potential at least. Maybe we will bet on him. I guess, yup, let's do it. So far, it's been a bit of an L, but okay. Finally, a player that I think could be decent for us. At least the potential's there. I think we take him both for now and then we'll decide later. I'm starting to promote some more players into the team to just fill up the academy and I think it's working. Okay, guys, I just promoted a bunch of players from our academy into the first team just to see what's left and what we need. The truth is, I think our attack is sorted. Stanley, Sierra, Jean, Kohler, Mansila, Ali. We've got options. So yeah, 43 rated striker backup is sus. Midfield do now. Somehow we've got decent options. Blomqvist the starter. This Gustafsson guy is back up. I converted a ton of players into being a central midfielder like Pinto, as well as Rodriguez and Vidal. So there are options there. CDM though is something we need better because Ali is horrendous. But at the back, we now have a functioning back line, decent enough depth as well. Our squad's looking great. We just need to promote goalkeepers that are a bit too young. We'll wait for that. But yeah, if we can just add a few more super talents, honestly, that's what we need. In our final scouting report, we didn't really get anyone good. Although we did get a few half-decent players. Like, of course, Eric Amos. I mean, 46 rated isn't half-decent. But hey, he's a goalkeeper that we can promote. But the one I'm really waiting for is Ronnie Bauman. Because he could be a starter for us. But we also got ourselves a new CDM, which is key. But sadly, I guess that's it. That's the best we could do with a 1-star scout. I mean, honestly, guys, this squad that we've built is so freaking average. Yeah, we're gonna probably add another keeper in here, but it's just bad. I really don't know how we're supposed to take this team to the Champions League. Oh, I was waiting for this. Finally, the goalkeeper in our academy can be promoted, and that essentially completes our squad. Yep, we've got 22 players, but the cold hard truth is the team is pretty awful, but somehow over these next 10-12 seasons we're gonna have to try and win the Champions League. 1-star scout, the Champions League begins now. Oh no, guys, what have I done to my beard? I now look like a youth academy player and not a very good one. Guys, I was just using the beard trimmer and normally I put the setting on 3, but accidentally I put it on 2 and now I look like an idiot. But you know what, it's probably gonna take us so freaking long to get this team to a Champions League trophy that my beard will be fine by the end of it. It was now time to see how this 1-star youth academy team that we've created can fare on the pitch. Guys, I'll be honest, we genuinely have Sunday League level players here because they just can't dribble the ball. They can't even shoot. Oh, this is bad. Our defense can't do anything and we concede. Come on, just clear the ball away. What are you guys doing, man? And we concede another goal. How bad is this team? The answer is very bad because we ended up finishing 16th in EFL League 2, which is absolutely woeful. But guys, there is still one positive sign and it's the growth of this team. George Stanley is now up to a 68 overall. Leon Jean is now 66 rated too. Dragovic at the back is 61 rated. Our keeper is almost 60 overall as well. Because we have an extremely young squad, every season they're gonna get a lot better, and that's what I'm hoping for next season. Finally, in our second season, the team was gelling. George Stanley and Leon Jean continued to develop, and on the pitch, finally they were showing their potential. There's George Stanley on the ball. Okay, opens up space, and Georgie boy scores. Here goes Jean on the attack now. The Frenchman, come on, controlling it well, and lovely finish too. Look at the growth in Leon Jean, 74 rated now in just 2 seasons. I think our 1-star scout has found a baller somehow. Even George Stanley had a solid season for growth. But unfortunately, as a team, that wasn't enough. Not nearly nearly. Two players can't carry the team, man, and we end up finishing 23rd. Just getting out of EFL League 2 has been an absolute nightmare. Don't get me wrong, guys, Stanley and Jean are amazing, but if the rest of the players can't step up, we're going nowhere. I think it's pretty obvious. If we want to get this team promoted, we need our midfield as well as our defense to contribute more. Blomqvist in that cam position was absolutely game-changing this season. Oh, Blomqvist is looking fantastic. What a through ball that is, and a lovely finish. Our centre-back Dragovic was an absolute unit at the back, and De Vries was using his intelligence to control the midfield. But the question is, does that make us good enough to get promoted? And yes, guys, we did it. The Youth Academy FC is going up a division. We've just been promoted to EFL League 1. And honestly, second, I'll absolutely take that. What a season. Oh, and look at the growth. Stanley and Jean are always going to be standouts. They're the stars of this team. But Sierra at striker, Blomqvist as well, De Vries and Dragovic. Overall, our team is growing really well. Even the bench is looking a lot better. I mean, this kid Kohler started at a 41 overall. But guys, this journey has only begun. We still need to get through League 1, Championship, and then the Premier League, so let's get it. By the way, guys, we're so freaking close to 800k subscribers. I can already feel it, but I need your guys' help to get there. So if you guys could subscribe, that would be awesome. Let's go, guys. We're continuing our Youth Academy journey in, of course, EFL League 1. Honestly, it took us like 3 seasons to get out of League 2, and I don't want that to be the case in EFL League 1. We need to make it to the Championship as soon as possible. Otherwise, time will run out and we won't be able to win the Champions League. The good thing is we've had a lot of seasons of just our players growing into better players. Like, look at Stanley, look at Jean. Even though the 1-star scout got us absolute frauds, we've kind of developed them into being some fine players. But are they good enough to secure promotion to the Championship? We're making it through the season to find out. Let's go, guys. The Youth Academy FC is going all the way now to the Championship. We've got some momentum now, finishing first in League 1. Honestly, those 3 seasons that we were in League 2, I think just helped propel the potential of our players somehow, because look at this, John Stanley. How is a 1-star scout scouted an amazing player like that? Jean as well is looking like a baller. Sierra has stepped up too. But up next, we've got the Championship, and that is definitely going to be a challenge. We're making our way through the Championship season to see how we compete. But yeah, our first season in the Championship, no direct promotion. We end up finishing 9th, which essentially isn't bad, but I want to make it in the Premier League as soon as possible. To be fair, a season like this in the Championship wasn't too bad at all for us, because look at the growth. Stanley is now looking like one of the world's best wingers. Our attack is freaking insane. Even the midfield is finally coming together in terms of overall defense as well. A 77 rated keeper, and this season it looks like the pressure of the Championship helped our bench grow in the overall too. Next season, I reckon we can secure promotion. We've made our way through another season of the Championship, and this time we finished better than 9. That means we will be in a playoffs position. But have we secured promotion to the Premier League? Ah, no. We end up finishing 4th, which means we're gonna have to go through playoffs. But honestly, look at how much our team has improved. That is actually mad. I think we'll be ready for the Premier League, but first we need to get there. Let's go, guys. We've knocked out Watford and made it to the playoffs final. But this is it, guys. The moment of truth. We've made it to the playoffs final, and we beat Sunderland and make it to the Premier League. Oh my days, the pressure is on, and yes, it's a 4-0 win. We've taken a youth academy created by 1-star scouts all the way to the Premier League. Honestly, guys, what a season, what a team. But the question is still there. Are we going to be good enough for the Premier League? I still can't believe we've taken this youth academy only club all the way to the Premier League. Just how crazy is that? Remember back when we started with a 1-star scout? 3 of them, they were all useless, but here we are somehow with this team. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried about the Premier League, because although our attack is awesome, Stanley is becoming one of the world's best. Jean is also amazing, Sierra is pretty good, but in the midfield, Xavi Vidal, De Vries, Nieto at the back too, Delou, what is that name? But yeah, we've got a few weak spots, our bench isn't the strongest. Honestly, I really don't know how we'll fare in the Premier League. Getting through the Premier League season is the only way to find out. Not gonna lie, guys, we finished 12th in the Premier League, and that's pretty awesome for our first season in it. But more than our Premier League finish, what's important is our players growing, and let's see what's happened here. This does not look good, because Vidal basically at the same overall. De Vries has gone up barely, the same with other players too. In terms of player growth for our first team, it was a bit of a slow season. Maybe they were adapting to the league. At least our bench bench grew massively, improving our squad depth. Okay, we only finished 12th and growth was a bit sus, but the truth is, we kind of established ourselves as a regular Premier League club, and the only way from here is up. It just hit me, guys. This would technically be our 9th season in game. That means we've just got 6 more left before the game literally ends. We got to make a move up in the Premier League, and this season I kind of want to finish top 8. We have the attack. Okay, yeah, the defense is where we lack. The midfield as well a bit. If we want to win the Premier League as soon as possible, we need the likes of Vidal, De Vries, Nieto, and Deliu to actually grow massively, and hopefully this is the season. We've made our way to the end of the season, and this is what we need. Look at the growth in our left back. Benjamin going up to an 81 overall. Nieto going up by 6 ratings as well, now 79. Oh, look at that. Our right back Elliot Antoine is now 87. Xavi Vidal also went up by 3 ratings. Honestly, all in all, the team improved massively, and that results in us finishing 7th in the Premier League for a youth academy only club. Look how far we've come. We were only 5 points away from a Champions League spot. Okay, guys, I know we finished 7th in the Premier League last season, but I genuinely feel with the overall upgrades in our players, I think we might be in a title fight this season. We've got a bench that looks very capable, an attack that might be the best in the league, and also now a capable defense and a capable midfield. I really think we've got what it takes. We've made it to the end of the season, and this team looks outrageous. Look at the growth. We've now got 390 plus rated players. Vidal and De Vries have flown. Nieto as well. Deliu has gone up to an 85. This team looks more than good enough to win the Premier League, but have we done it? Oof, that's a tough one, finishing 5th in the Premier League. For some reason, it feels like we're still far off. We literally have an unbelievable first team, a pretty solid bench. Look at the growth there. I kind of don't know what we're missing, because we need to try and win the Premier League soon, qualify for Champions League, because yeah, time is running out. I think the only way to find out whether we're good enough to win the Premier League is on the pitch. Match day 1 of the Premier League, and we face Man United at Old Trafford. If our Youth Academy FC can beat them away from home, I think we can pull this off. I can't believe it, guys. Look at our Youth Academy players. They've gone from League 2 all the way up until this point. It's crazy. But now we've got to do everything we can to start off our season strong. I was genuinely surprised at how good this team felt. Look at the passing and everything. This feels like a completely different team. Honestly, the quality is staggering. And here's Stanley with a chance, and Stanley scores a massive goal against Man United. The last time I played with this team in game was a fair few seasons ago, so I'm not surprised all our players feel like ballers. After the first goal, we had Man United on the ropes. Here we go with the first goal. The floodgates have opened, and Sierra scores too. Let's go, guys. The Youth Academy boys have beaten Man United at Old Trafford. I really believe this is our season. We've made it to the end of the season, and it's time to find out whether we've won the Premier League or not. I'm absolutely nervous. And yes, we have. Come on. It all started with 3 youth scouts that were absolutely useless, but somehow the players they scouted have turned out being incredible. Probably more because of hard work than actual scouting stuff. But yeah, guys, this team is absolutely insane. Like, honestly, look at that attack. The midfield too, the defense. We've had solid growth all round. And you know what's left? It's the Champions League. And I think it's not far before we can achieve that. And so it's time for our Champions League journey to begin. Okay, guys, that's our group, and we've got PSG in it. But you know what, guys? I look at this team and I see no reason why we can't win the Champions League. We just won the Premier League. Like, we're ready for this. We've got an amazing bench, an amazing first team. Like, Jean and Stanley are literally some of the best players in the game right now. Let's do this. I can't believe this. Even with PSG, we absolutely smashed the group stages. This gives me hope for the knockouts. Our knockouts journey begins well as we kick out Galatasaray from the tournament. But now we've got our biggest challenge yet. 2 legs against Real Madrid. Come on, guys. We shouldn't be scared. I think we've got the team to knock out even a club like Madrid. First leg, and can we get the job done? Yes, we can. It's a 2-1 win. Come on. Big advantage. Second leg, we managed to just about survive, but right now, that does not matter. And now it's the semi-finals. We're 2 games away from a Champions League final. Guys, we were able to knock out Real Madrid. Surely we can do the same to Juventus. First leg, it's a 2-1 win. Go on, Stanley with the winner. It's now just 1 game between us and a Champions League final, from Division 4 all the way to a Champions League final with just Youth Academy players. We've actually pulled it off. Can you deep it, guys? It's taken us almost 12 12 to 13 seasons to get here. That is outrageous. It's clearly possible to achieve great things even with a terrible scout. You just got to believe in your players. Maybe, yeah, with the 5-star scout, this challenge would be done in 7 seasons, but this is still incredible. We've built a really awesome team, and I cannot wait to win the Champions League final with them. But we do have Barcelona who are going to try and stop us. But there's absolutely no way we're losing that trophy. Oh, Sierra might have a chance. No way. No way. We've scored in the Champions League final. A 1-star scout found this fraud from the Sunday League, and look at him now. He's scoring in a Champions League final. He's not a fraud anymore. He's an unbelievable player. Bro, this team we've created, it is just monstrous. Defensively, offensively, in midfield, everywhere. Every department now is just utterly ridiculous. What a team we've built. Saying that, we might be able to score ourselves another goal, and there you go. It's too easy. We've built a monstrous squad. No way, guys. I can't believe it. We've actually done it from the youth academy. We've taken this team all the way to a Champions League trophy. Yes, it's taken us 12 or maybe even 13 seasons, but we did this with a bunch of awful scouts. I cannot believe we've pulled this off. It's time for us to enjoy the celebrations, man. This is special. And if you guys enjoyed this journey that we've just been on, why not watch me try and win the Premier League with Luton Town? Boy, was that difficult. Click here to watch that.